Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2879 of What You Have to Know. This is a segment where I document my journey. I actually spill the beans and share everything about what I'm doing, what's working, what's not. The good, the bad, the ugly, I call it, because guess what? Each and every one of us, most days, we have good, bad, and ugly all together in the same day. At least in my life, I've experienced that most of the time. Some days are just all awesome. Other days are kind of really horrible and challenging, but those are the ones we learn lessons in. Well, this year, as part of my end of the year analysis for our annual challenge, the Be a Better You annual challenge, where we're doing one thing every day to be a better version of ourselves, as well as Supersize Your Business, where we are focusing on the same topics, but more business related. And how does this impact our business? Well, relationships are critical in our personal life as well as our business. So we're doing the relationship roundup today. We're doing all 9 areas of the life framework that I use and have used for at least 5 years now, since 2020. This is my probably my 6th year using this framework. During the pandemic, I took some coaching and had some coaching and decided that in addition to the 7-part life framework that I'd learned from Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins in like the late 1970s, early 1980s, I added 2 more: communication and confidence to the life framework. And by life framework, I mean, this is the 9-part area that I do everything for my life and my businesses in. I set goals and objectives, and I use it as a filter so that I do not accidentally do something to ignore absolutely a certain area and aspect of my life. And I've done that in the past, and it turned out very badly. Although, hindsight being 2020, it was the best thing that ever happened to me, but it didn't feel that way at the time. So for a roundup, all I'm doing is I'm asking myself 4 different questions. Number 1, what are my biggest wins from this year? What are the biggest things? And specifically with respect to our relationship. So we do all 9 areas and we find 3 wins. We now have 27 wins that we're looking at. Guess what that does? That is you expressing gratitude for what's working in your life so that you can create more of that. Secondly, we look at what are some of the most important, it doesn't have to be the biggest, but the most important lessons that I've learned with respect to relationships over the last year. My biggest one, and I'll tell you right now, is that I need to be self-aware. And that might not sound like a big deal, but it absolutely positively is, because when we can see ourselves and how we're responding and reacting to things, and then evaluate that after the fact and say, okay, well, I didn't handle that very well. I should have done this, or I should have said this. What triggered me about that? And it leads to a whole slew of other things that help us to be better human beings and be a better person. Third, we're looking for our biggest challenge that still remains in our relationship. And then finally, what's next? What are 3 things we want to see happen next year in the area of relationships? If it's with respect to our business, what are 3 business relationship related topics or things that we want to see happen by the end of next year? Personal, depends on what you want in your life. Maybe you want to improve your relationship with your significant other. Maybe you want to find a significant other. Whatever it is, write those things down. I challenge you to write these things down today and for each of the different areas and aspects of your life, and then look at it maybe mid-year next year. I'll challenge everybody to take those out and look at them and just get a litmus test of where we're at. What I find when I do this exercise, and I do it every year, is that by the middle of the year, about 3/4 of the things that I created and put on my list are already accomplished and have been dealt with, and I've already achieved them. How powerful is that? Super powerful. Learned it from my dad. Write it down. Write down what you want. Write down your goals. And that in and of itself is a signal to the world and the universe at large that you really, really want that thing, and you're going to make sure it happens no matter what. All right, I digress. Pulled a relationship card today because I actually forgot yesterday to do my card or my saying. It was one of those busy days. And that's okay, right? I can forgive myself for that because I'm just doing it for the fun of it and to help me be a better person. It's not like anybody's holding me accountable to that, except for me, of course. We always hold ourselves accountable. At least we sure ought to. And it says, I must focus on wanted to manifest wanted. Isn't that the truth? If we focus on what we don't like about something or someone, guess what? We get more of that. If we focus on what we want and what we do like and what we appreciate and are grateful for in other human beings, we get more of that. Funny how that works. All right. Working on my Skool community, monetizing that before the end of this year. And I was making it so complicated. This is that self-awareness thing. And I realized that I had the answer all along. All I have to do is put the annual challenge into a course within the right now free Skool platform, my Skool community, and voila, it's there. Oh, why did it take me so long to figure that out? And then everything else I'm doing to monetize that will be part of next year's plan. I don't have to hurry and try to get it all done by the end of the year, which is exactly what I was trying to do. So sometimes we have to check ourselves and say, okay, really, is that really what I want to do? Because I don't want to create something and throw it up there and then have it not be what is right for the group in the situation. And so I kind of pulled myself back. I woke up this morning thinking about that because I did a bunch of work on this yesterday, and then was reading and doing all these things and writing all these things and trying to plan it out and map it out. And I'm like, oh my God, there we go. Overcomplicated. Let's simplify this and really get down to the crux, which is what I am helping other people do. So, teacher, teach thyself, or coach, coach thyself, and learn that what's most important to you is most important to you. And that if it's in alignment with who we are and what we want to create in the world, it just flows and goes smoothly. And I woke up this morning with that answer, and I'm like, okay, well, I kind of knew that already. So why am I looking into and doing all these other things, thinking I have to have everything done and mapped out now? I don't. I just have to have the next thing. So my next thing is going to be and I think I've already got a course set up in my classroom on the Skool platform. So really all I have to do is change a couple of buttons in the background and then go out and promote this. And by promote it, I mean share it with other people, right? Let people know what's available and what's possible. All right, that's it. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, give it to you tomorrow.